to go up. Leadership, what is it? Now, let me answer it this way. People, most of the time, say that Africa's problem is leadership. We hear this almost all the time.
Okay.
Africa's problem is leadership. Africa's problem. Okay. What kind of leadership are we talking about? Because there's no African country that hasn't got a leader.
Okay.
There's no African country that hasn't got a president or a king or a prime minister. Every African country has got somebody who is a national leader. Yet we say Africa lacks leadership. So it means that Africa doesn't need personalities in the seats, personalities in position. But although we have personalities in position, Africa lacks certain qualities that the personalities must have.
That's deep. Okay.
Africa lacks people who are seated in positions of national authority who lack certain vital qualities that a person in that position must have. So there are two ways of leadership: the position and then the quality, the capacity. So what Africa lacks is not people in position, but people in position who lack the qualities that are needed for leadership to function at the maximum level. And what are some of the qualities? Vision, passion, intellectual capacity, managerial capacity, people or human capacity building agenda, compassion for citizens, selflessness, and being able, and also a marketer, a thought leader and a marketer, a thought marketer. What do I mean? A leader must be a thought leader. In other words, you must come with a philosophical agenda that will rally people. And you must have the capacity to market that thought philosophy for people to buy into it and run into it. Example, Nelson Mandela captured a certain kind of thought process. He provided thought leadership, and that thought leadership captured the country and was able to market that thought leadership idea to the people. They bought into it, and that rescued the country from apartheid and potential chaos into safety for the country to evolve. So the person, Mandela, wasn't just occupying the position of presidency. He had the leadership qualities, capacity to make things happen, to create a new perspective. Now, we have African people in positions of leadership who don't have the thought process. They don't have the thought leadership. If I talk about thought leadership, talk about Kwame Nkrumah. He was a thought leader. That's why I was commending Dr. Danny that I'm glad that he has examined the African perspective, examined himself, and he's coming with a thought process of Ubuntu, thought process of Afro-pessimist. Fine. He must be able to drive this to capture it, to make it a continental agenda. Not agenda by governments, not agenda by political entities, but agenda by the ordinary person. That the villager, for instance, when Nkrumah went to Ghana and talked about self-government now, he was providing thought leadership and was able to explain what it meant. So the villager in the remotest village, the market woman who was illiterate, could understand what he was talking about. They ran around it and he got independence for them.
Wow.
So it is not just having people seated in positions, but they having the capacity that fulfill the function of that position. That is what Africa lacks.